Hi, we're your hosts. I'm Jeff.
I'm Kate. Welcome to Classic Car TV.
Hi, I'm your host, Jeff Krause, and I'm here with Dwayne Ashmead, who in northern Utah has amassed quite an amazing collection of cars. We are here in his office looking at the awards and the memorabilia that are tied to these cars, and wanted to find out a little bit about you and how you started collecting. Tell me the story of what got you into this car collection.
Well, I've always liked cars. I had my first car a year before I had my driver's license, but when I got married and went to college and so on, those were more important than cars. So it wasn't until about 1980, 81, 82 that I actually started buying cars, and that was only after my kids had moved away or started moving away and I could afford them.
And what was your first car, the first collecting car that you bought?
My first car was a 1970 Mercedes 280 SL.
Okay.
Which I still have, by the way.
And what was the attraction to that car?
I always liked that. When I lived in Europe, I can still remember.
Hi, welcome to Classic Car TV. I'm here with Kyle and Melissa van der Stappen and their Gran Torino. So let's talk about it. First of all, the paint job, love the yellow. Second of all, how long have you had this and how did you decide to get a Torino?
I bought the car in 2002 and my buddy's 69 Mustang, he got me into this whole mess, and I wanted something besides a Mustang, but it had to be a Ford.
Definitely. But I noticed that your wife is out supporting you. So I'm going to say this is a family affair.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. So you wanted a Ford, but you wanted something with a little bit more muscle, but not the standard Mustang.
A little bit bigger for me and something that you don't see every day.
Exactly. So how did you find it? Because
we found it on Classic Car Trader online. Me and Lance, who owns the Mustang, stayed up late one night just searching cars and found it in Southern California, down by Los Angeles.
Nice. Because I was going to say, I have not seen one here in Utah, and I've been to a lot of car shows.
Yeah, they're very rare.
Okay, well, let's talk about what you've done. Looking at just under the hood, I was like, oh my goodness. You guys have had a lot of fun. So talk to me about this.
It was originally a 351 Windsor motor, just a 2-barrel, and it had air conditioning, but I took it out.
Yeah.
Sometimes I debate whether that was a smart choice or not.
Got it.
But a guy that lived in our neighborhood, he did Lance's motor too, built this, Portland polished, it's a 351 to a 408 Windsor.
Got it.
With a stroker crank.
Yeah.
That, and then I put it had a 3-speed automatic in it, and I put a AOD out of a 80s Lincoln.
Nice.
So I get a little bit better highway driving.
Well, I was going to say, it looks like you have a pretty good amount of power that you can get, but at the same time not kill you on the gas mileage.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's check out the interior. Okay, so I gotta ask, the fuzzy dice?
That's, again, goes back to Lance. But them were the only yellow dice that I've found.
Yeah.
And I always get asked where I got them from, and I was actually at a car show up in Coville.
Oh, okay.
The only pair there. And I actually bought them before I even had the car even done.
So this was just part of the vision?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I love even just looking at everything because it is nice and clean, and you've got the chrome in the appropriate places.
Yeah.
Okay, so is this comfortable to drive?
It is. I like to get on in that, but it's still fun just to cruise.
Okay. So what do you guys love as a couple when you go out?
Just to go and sit around and be with each other, I guess, and relax with our friends.
Okay. Well, great. Any last thing you want to share with our viewers?
Go Ford, I guess.
Go get your own?
No, just Ford, the best never rests. Go Ford.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Kyle and Melissa.
Thank you.
Okay, stay tuned for more on Classic Car TV. Hi, welcome to Classic Car TV. I'm your host, Kate Allen, and I'm here with Lance and Lindsay and Kaylin White, and you have a 1969 Ford Mustang.
Right.
First of all, so as we interviewed your father a little bit earlier, who has the Ford Coupe 1932, how did you get into car shows?
Probably from my dad. At a young age, we used to go up to Logan's Cruise Inn Logan was Dad's old stomping grounds, and I remember going up and never failed whenever we go to Logan, he'd tell stories about, you know, taking the headers off the 57, I think, Chevy he had, and, you know, there used to be a garage down the street from Grandma's house where he got the work done, and stories where he used to outrun the cops in Logan, and I mean, he goes on and on about stories in Logan, and just the love for cars that we used to go to, you know, Logan's car show and whatever else, and check out the cars there.
Well, so I noticed it's not only a car affair with your family, but you've influenced your friend Kyle to also get the Trino.
Yep.
Okay, so let's talk about Mustang. Why Mustang and why 1969?
69 is my favorite year, just the body, either 69 or 70. I like the front with the 4 headlights. Mustang, it's just because it's America's favorite car. That's my guess why.
Is it the muscle car? Is that really what you're after?
Yeah, muscle car.
Got to show off to your wife?
Yep. And I don't know, just Ford guy through and through, and Mustang was it.
Okay, so in looking at this, it's clear that you've rebuilt some things. Now, talk to us a little bit about the under the hood.
It's a 302, board 40 over. It's got the roller rockers update and all that kit. Old neighbor of mine in North Ogden actually rebuilt it, Morris Wright, with Wright Machine there in Ogden, as we did the work on it. And then a few years ago, I rewired the car and did a painless wiring kit.
Nice.
And it's got the MSD electronic ignition, a few up-to-date features, electric fuel pump. Other than that, that's about it.
Well, I think this is great. Tell us just what you absolutely love about this car. Is it taking your wife out on a ride? Or what is it?
I think just cruising. You know, we did the poker run today, and part of the poker run was we went up to Manaway, so just going up the canyon and just getting on it, seeing what it will do has always been kind of fun, as long as there's no cops around. So, actually, my first thing I did fall in love with the car is when you first drive it, you notice it's got blinkers here in the hood scoop, and that was my favorite feature. When I bought the car, I was 19 years old. And I just fell in love with it, and that was just one of the features I thought was cool, is, you know, the blinkers in the hood scoop. So
definitely. Well, thank you so much for joining us on Classic Car TV. Thank you, Lance. Thank you, Lindsay.
Thank you.
And Kaylin. Join us for more on Classic Car TV. Welcome to Classic Car TV. I'm your host, Kate Allen, and I'm here with Wayne Allred and your beautiful car.
Thank you.
So let's talk about your 1951 Cosmopolitan. First of all, where did you get it? And then how long did it take you to build everything back up?
Well, of all places, I found the car on Craigslist in Minden, Louisiana.
Wow. Okay. There's a story behind that one.
There is. I can trace the car back only to about 2000, and it was in Iowa at that time. But I've had the car for about 5 years and done a lot of restoration on it.
Oh yeah, I can tell. So do you want to talk about some of the things under the hood that you've done?
Sure. The motor is a 5.0 Ford.
Nice.
And we had a donor car that was a 1991 Crown Victoria. So the motor, the transmission, and all the drivetrain is out of a 91 Crown Victoria.
Oh, very nice. Okay, so you've done a lot of restoration under the hood. What about inside?
Inside, I totally redid the upholstery. I went with the Hot Rod Lincoln, of course, theme, and the upholstery is out of a 99 Bonneville, and it has a leather upholstery, and I did flames in the door panels. Of course, it has the suicide door.
Yes.
And then I've got flames in the headliner up above. And I went as far as to upholster the trunk.
Wow. Well, the thing is, I have to say it's a very nice touch with the flames in the doors, but then also the fuzzy dice. You gotta love those. I mean, you've added every single touch, and then even just looking at the steering column, I love what you've done with that too.
It's a tilt steering, and I do have dice throughout the car and even on the the tires and the rims. So
Okay.
it's a lot of fun.
Well, yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for sharing your 1951 Cosmopolitan with us.
Thank you.
Okay. We'll be back with more. Hi, welcome to Classic Car TV. I'm your host, Kate Allen, and I'm here with Ted Hepworth and your 1953 GMC Carryall.
Right.
So let's talk about this labor of love of restoring this.
I just got this in 1990, and then it sat until 2000, and I retired. And I put the next 7 years working my rear end off, you might say, to get it ready.
Well, I have to say, it looks incredible. 7 years?
7 years.
So do you drive it around?
I drive it around and to a lot of shows.
Yes. So what's your favorite part about the car?
Well, the color and the old style, you know,
Oh, yeah.
and the split manifold and lots of noise.
Oh, well, definitely. Well, I saw this and I thought, this is the original minivan.
Yeah, that's how they started.
I know, but I love the color. How did you choose these two colors?
That's my choosing. I like that color.
Yeah. And how they highlight off of each other?
Yeah, they do. And then we put the sparkly stuff in it, you know.
I was going to say, it looks like there's the diamond dust.
Yeah, it's gold.
Oh, okay. Talk to us about the inside. It looks like everything's original.
Everything's original, just with a little more cosmetics. Back, all this where the rug was cardboard.
I can imagine from how you got it to where it is today, night and day.
It is.
Okay, well, this is awesome. I love what you've done.
This is out of a GMC Safari.
Oh, really?
And that seat there, it's originally the front seat, and it had a little jump seat over there.
Oh,
And those front seats now are Ford Econoline seats.
very nice.
So just everything so it fit.
Well, I love it. Well, Ted, thank you so much.
Well, you're welcome.
Thank you for showing us your car. It's amazing to see what you've done, but quite honestly, I look at this as you've got the original minivan going on right here.
Yeah, it's the starter of them.
Exactly, but it's far cooler. Ted, thank you so much.
Well, you're welcome.
Thank you for showing us your car. It's amazing to see what you've done, but quite honestly, I look at this as you've got the original minivan going on right here.
Yeah, it's the starter of them.
Exactly, but it's far cooler and it looks a lot more fun to drive.
Yeah, you get lots of this, you know.
Oh, definitely. Well, thanks so much for joining us. Stay tuned for more.
Thanks for watching tonight's episode.
Join us next week for another great show with Classic Car TV.